So, last episode, do you remember this?
Liverpool have stuffed West Brom 7-0.
And this, when we play West Brom, we should beat them 10-0, right? Well, there's a time to talk and there's a time to walk. I just made it sound like I'm quitting. I'm not quitting. Just hit the intro. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode number 27 of Revitalising Villa. Things have gone well this season. We have, unfortunately, received our first loss, as you can see here. West Ham United in the league. It was a late show for everyone really. Mikel Antonio and João Felix with the goals. Deadpool pulled one back off the break. But, you know what? It's disappointing. João Felix, by the way, is a man I looked at in the summer. He was at Benfica. They signed him for 28 million. Probably a bit out of my price range. He's a very good player. And he's the goal he scored, 19 years of age, by the way. The goal he scored, a free kick. Smashing. Just before that, in the Carabao Cup, we beat Bristol City 3-1. Deadpool had us in front. Souley KK. What a name. Souley KK. I don't know if I'm saying it right. He equalised for Bristol City, and it looked like Bristol City, now in League One, were going to hold us and we were going to go to extra time. But I threw on Gonzalez, I threw on Sego as a front two, and they did the business once again with the goal. Sego from the penalty spot. It means we're into the Carabao Cup 4th round. We got an easy draw. Yeah, Manchester United, it's fine. It's fine. We beat Liverpool, we drew with City. It's fine. We can do it. Not a problem. Today, though, it's league action, and it's a big one. West Bromwich Albion. They beat us last season. If you remember the opening game of last season, that still stings. I can't remember how we got on in the second one, actually. And we drew in the second one, actually. Jonathan Codger's 93rd minute equaliser. I remember that now. That was sweet, but we haven't beaten them yet. I think it's time we change that. The second game is against Tottenham. This is the important one, though. West Brom at home. Let's be having you. Villa are favourites, as you would expect. It's a home game too. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that we're favourites. West Brom are sat in 11th. They're doing alright this season, to be fair. Apparently, this is a grudge match between me and Ronald Koeman, who's now West Brom manager, by the way. Apparently, I said something last time. I don't remember. But whatever I said, I meant it. This is the team that's going to play today, and it's no changes from the side that lost to West Ham. Surprisingly, it's the first time I've ever done that on a game, but I think this is the strongest setup. The midfield and the defence played well last year. The midfield and the defence played well against West Ham, but to be honest with you, the strikers actually just didn't perform. But they are our best front two, and hopefully they will pull it out of the bag today. Hart in goal, then Stenzel, Sutar, Mawson and Mitch. Caceres, Febas, no. Caceres and Fab Alex, that's better. Fab Alex, Pereira on the left, Salai, Gonzalez and Sego up front. We do have, if we need them, Jonathan Codger, Matthias Jensen, Mikel Duland and Deadpool on the bench. But hopefully the first team will be good enough to do the job today. West Bromwich Albion. Now look, West Brom are probably our local rivals in this now. I can't expect to be playing Birmingham City that often, so this is a big game. I'm not making it Revitalising Villa is war. I'm not. Maybe if they hurt us too much. No. I feel like our attacking prowess should be enough to sort of overpower West Brom in this one. They've got a good attack, to be fair, with the likes of Sturridge and Jota. Jota's a very good player. I don't know what Platt's going to be like, or Platt. We'll go with Platt. But I think Gonzalez, Sego, Pereira and Salai will do the business. Fab Alex will continue to be fab in the midfield. Time is ticking through. Fab Alex is on the ball. Here we go. Pereira. Salai. Here we go then. Salai to Gonzalez. Spreads it wide. Stenzel keeps it in. Can he find a cross? He does do it. Salai. Walter Gonzalez. And that's the opening goal. He didn't turn up against West Ham. But when we need him against the local rivals, you bet that Walter Gonzalez is there. And here we go in 3D. We're going to keep this until I start seeing problems in the editing. We'll see. Stenzel's cross. Salai was there, nice flick, and Gonzalez on his weaker left foot flies it into the top corner. West Brom, what's that kit, by the way? They do not play in that sort of lighter blue. I mean, poor. First half is flying by. This isn't the most exciting of football matches. But with us leading, that's not a bad thing, really. Salai is on a 6.8. Sego's on a 6.5. Again, not a great performance from him. So it's weird, actually. When he's on form, like we saw in the last episode against Liverpool, he's incredible. His consistency isn't quite down. That's probably due to the fact he's so young, actually. Half time. And I'm not going to make any changes. I'm going to leave it as it is. Team talk. I'm going to say, don't get complacent. It seems to work at half time. Joe Hart stressed. Joe, I believe you can improve. I mean, it stressed him even more. Experienced. West Brom have made a weird change. They brought on Kieran Gibbs for Daniel Sturridge at half time. Does that mean then, if we look at the analysis, I think they've changed their formation? Oh, and dear God, they have. They've gone wing backs, and Ollie Burke's playing as wing back. Seems more defensive, if anything, to me. I'm not sure what that's about. Could mean they have more of the ball. I think that could be the idea. They're not really. We've had more possession, but they're getting more shots in. Not sure what that tactic change was about, but I'm not going to complain. Joe Hart's goal kick then. It's up towards Sego. Can he get to it? Duarte does well, and West Brom might be able to come forward here. Good header over there by Mitch. Can Bree get there? He can't, and Kieran Gibbs is away. It's not Bree. It's not Bree. Jeez. Platt. That's for me calling him Bree. I'm sorry, Stenzel. I'm sorry. It was my fault. Felix Platt equalises for West Brom. Yeah. Silva. Oh, that's Diego Jota, isn't it? Kieran Gibbs beat him to it. And this is, well, I mean, he brought him on. He's got an assist. Oh, okay. John Sutar. I mean, you ain't getting there. You missed your header there, John Sutar, didn't you? So, right, 1-1 then. And with half an hour to go, I'm going to bring off Sego because he's not really having a good game. Let's get Deadpool on. He scored 2 in his last 2. So hopefully he'll make a difference here. I'm thinking about Julian, but for now I'm going to leave it as Pereira needs to improve. I will say that much now. Okay, time is ticking away then. Another change, I think. Pereira will come off. I will make a change. Julian can come on. I'm looking at Kodja, but Gonzalez isn't playing too bad. He scored a goal. That's why his rating's there. I think we just need to do a little bit more to try and win this game. So let's go on attacking. Let's put our tempo much higher. I'm also thinking a high line, and let's push them. Let's contain the pitch, and hopefully we'll be able to work an opportunity in these final 10 minutes, or we'll get hit on the break. Let's see. A last minute winner would be nice for us, not for them. Doesn't look like it's going to happen though, unless this would be. Oh, John Sutar, that was your chance, son, because that is the full-time whistle, I'm afraid. A 1-1 draw then. I mean, we didn't lose. And it was a very, very even game, to be fair to them. West Brom are having a good year, and you can see they've got some very good players. It's not a result to be ashamed by, I wouldn't say. Fab Alex was fab again. I mean, incredible. And it leaves us in 6th position. 7 played, so we'll probably drop down now because there's a few to drop there. But 3 wins, 3 draws, and only the 1 loss. Going into Tottenham, that's not a bad return. And of course that Tottenham game is 15 days away. So, yeah, I've got some skipping to do. See you in a few. Well, that was a long 2 weeks. Tottenham then in the second game. In the 3 games we played against them last year, they won both of the league games. And we won in the cup, of course. Led to nothing in the end. It's going to be a difficult game, this one. And I am going to make a few changes. I'm forced to make a few changes, actually. First of all, there are a couple of injuries. Where are we? Roland Salai, out for 4 weeks. Fractured his ribs on international duty. Sad times. And it means that there is an opportunity. Also, James Chester is injured as well, so he's going to have to come off the bench. That'll be a good start. Let's put Joe Bryan on the bench. Andres Pereira as well also drops out, which means the side looks a little bit like... Oh, and Sego drops out as well. Yeah, they're all on the bench. Side looks a little bit like this then. Hart in goal then. Stenzel on the right as usual. Elistundo plays instead of Sutar. He wants to be at game time. And Sutar, yeah, makes sense. You know what? Mawson and Elistundo. Let's change it up a bit. Not a problem. Mitch on the left as per usual. Caceres is the regista. I'm going to put him on the right side, so it's a bit more of an option in that area. It's going to be Jensen in a deep line playmaker position. Matthias Jensen gets a game because Fab Alex is going to play behind the two strikers in the attacking playmaker role. He likes it here as an attacking playmaker. Surely, there's not much of a difference. Lewis Morgan comes in on the left. He gets another opportunity. Andres Pereira has gone off the board a little bit, and I want to give Morgan some game time, change it up a bit. Gonzalez and Deadpool up front. Kodja still waiting for a good opportunity, really. He will get it, but Gonzalez is our top scorer. He's playing so well. End of story. I don't want to play two complete forwards, really. That's the main thing. We are playing at New White Hart Lane. They're in 6th. We're in 8th. It's a tough game. And we do have a tough run now as well. That Manchester United result, that Manchester United draw has changed things for us. It means we've got Tottenham, Chelsea and Manchester United. Yes, a good 3. This is the Tottenham side then. And I didn't really make enough note of this last year. But Mesut Ozil plays for Tottenham. He's still a good player at 31 years of age, valued now at 44 million. And he joined them on a free when his contract ran out. At the end of what is now this season in real life. He's done okay for them. I mean, it's just a bizarre transfer, isn't it? For them, it is the 4-2-3-1. Nathaniel Klein is also there now. He must have signed from Liverpool. They have Hysaj as well, or Hysaj J as Dr. Benji would call it. Davinson Sanchez is still there. Marcus Edwards is a man that goes on to be a very good player in this, and he's proving to be that. He's improving a lot. And of course, Barella is a new man. Nicolo Barella. Italian, signed from Cagliari, £10 million. He's done all right, not bad. Of course, Dele Alli, Eriksen, Ozil, Lamela, and Kane are the front 5 to watch out for, really. But today, I don't know. Again, it's like the Liverpool game. Let's see what we can do. Apparently, Hugo Lloris is on a fairly lengthy run without conceding a goal. I'm confident. Anything could happen here. I'm sensing a defeat. I'm not going to lie, but Tottenham are a very, very good side. Ozil is on one heck of a run already. Mitch is there like, no. Lewis Morgan, wasteful. A wasteful pass, and it's just going to come back. Look at the space for Christian Eriksen. You do not give Christian Eriksen that amount of space. What happened there? What happened there? Stenzel, what happened? I mean, Morgan's pass is poor. I'll get on to Morgan in a minute, but why is he so unmarked? There's 3 of them marking Kane, and Eriksen. I mean, Eriksen strikes a good one. The goalkeeper stands no chance, but 4 minutes in, we're 1-0 down. Not the start we were looking for. Lewis Morgan is an interesting one, really, because he had a great season for us last season, but with so much more talent coming into the squad, he's starting to look not quite as good as I thought he is. He's not really standing out. He's not, to be honest with you, he stands out in the worst way. As you see here, 6.3 is the worst player on the pitch at the moment. I wonder whether he will be good enough to be a starter this year. I'm not sure. Here's Dele Alli to Lamela. We've hacked it clear. We've hacked it clear, but we're nowhere near it at the moment. Dele Alli again. More likely to be a Tottenham second goal than an equaliser here. Barella with a lot of space. Cracking save. I think he clipped the bar apparently. It wasn't a save. But no shots, nothing at the moment. Tactically, we need to do something. They've got a corner though. Lamela, Eriksen on the edge of the box. I mean, he had the space again. You can't give him that much space. Lamela, Ozil, where's he going with it? We've conceded a penalty. Deadpool apparently gives it away. And it means Harry Kane can step up to make it 2 after just 27 minutes. And this is not what you were looking for. Oh, a fantastic save from Joe Hart. That could be a game changer. Tactically, I need to change something. And I'm thinking, let's go to the 4-1-4-1. No, let's not do that. Let's drop Alex a little bit there. Let's do that. And let's stick it on counter. And let's try and get more bodies in the midfield. I don't know if it'll make a difference. Eriksen, a lot of space for him. Can he find a cross? It's a hell of a cross. Luckily, no one's there to put it in. Lamela all the way back to Dele Alli. And can we get the ball? Will be a good idea. Dele Alli. Good tackle by Caceres. Brilliant. And he's not released Deadpool. These strikers are not in the game at the moment. That's our problem. Vertonghen. Mesut Ozil. They've got an extra man in midfield, but Caceres is there. Look. Good tackle by Jensen. Now Morgan can break. And can Villa get forward now? Can he find a cross here, Lewis Morgan? He does. And it's gone in. It's gone in somehow. It's an own goal apparently. Oh, it's been disallowed for pushing him. Right. Okay, sure. Excitement level drops. Ozil. Dele Alli now. Tottenham probably going to pull ahead here, you would think. Dele Alli finds a cross. Harry Kane. Ooh, it's just a bit dangerous. We haven't had a shot yet. We still haven't had a shot. Ozil. crosses it in. It's Barella on the edge of the box and he thumped it in. Nicolo Barella. It's 2-0 to Tottenham. It's his first ever goal for the club, and all of a sudden we look like we are in big trouble. So take a look at this again here. Ozil pulling the strings. Kane's nodded it down, and look at this strike from Barella. Joe Hart's on his knees before he even took the shot there, by the way, just saying. It's not, because we're not in contention to even win the ball at the moment. Lamela is coming forward. Ozil, he's gone right through, and it's a poor finish from the German. Half time then, things have got to change. 16 shots for Tottenham in this first half. We haven't had one. Fab Alex with a free kick though. It's poor. Come on, it's not Fab. It's not Fab at all. First shot of the game though. Pascal Stenzel is having a bad game. 6.3. Mitch 6.3. Mawson 6.4. 6.1 for Lewis Morgan. That's depressing. Depressingly bad. And tactically, things aren't working. So I think we need to go to the 4-1-4-1. We'll get Deadpool off. We'll get Gonzalez playing as a complete forward there on attack. Morgan off for Pereira. And we will get Julian on the right. Pereira will play. I mean, he must have been so confused there, but he will play. And if we swap those two around, and let's just try and play that. I mean, I don't know if it'll work. Let's do it. Passionately, look, you know as well as I do that the first half wasn't good enough. Show me what you're about. Not a reaction at all. That's not good enough. The faith will help a little bit, but we are not at the races today. They brought off Ali and Ericsson. They see the job done, and when you look at the stats, I'm not surprised. 26 shots is ridiculous. What can we do here? Gonzalez now up to a 6.5, but it's still not quite good enough. Yeah, I think we get him off and we get Sego on and just play him as an advanced forward on attack, and just, you never know, you might be able to nick something and possibly find a way back into the game. It's unlikely at this point. I'm kind of relieved it's just 2, to be honest with you, because this last season we would have lost this game 4 or 5. So improvements are there, I suppose. Ozil to Zahavi. This isn't a highlight, surely. I wouldn't think so. Klein's cross is poor. It's a goal kick, and that should signal the full-time whistle. It does. It's a good victory for Tottenham. It's a bad one for us. Not a bad victory, a bad loss. We just weren't at the races, and it drops us down to 10th. That's disappointing. 8 games played, 3 won, 3 drew, and 2 losses now. We need to bounce back, and it's going to be hard to do that. Chelsea and Manchester United in the Cup coming up. This is going to be difficult. We'll see how we get on. Well, you'll find out in the next episode, really, because I'm going to come back after that. I'm going to come back with some games that I think we should be winning. I'm hoping to get some more teams in. So if you look at the teams in the league, of course, teams we didn't see much of during the series so far. I'd look at Crystal Palace, we haven't saw at all. Newcastle, haven't saw at all. Watford, didn't see much of them in the first year. Everton as well. Those sort of fixtures, hopefully, we'll be able to come at you with some of them. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the episode then. A bump down to earth, really, after a very, very good start to the season. The draw against Baggies I can take. Not too bad, that. But losing to Tottenham and the way we lost, they were so dominant. They're a good side, but they were so dominant. And it kind of feels like we were sort of on the outside looking in. That's where we want to be, that sort of team. We've made improvements this season, but there's still a long way to go, and that game has realised that to me. Okay then, we go again, and hopefully the next episode will bring more wins. Hopefully we'll still be in the Capital One Cup, or whatever it's called, Carabao Cup, whatever it's called. I don't care, whatever it's called. Hopefully we'll still be in it, and we might beat Man United. That'll be a result. Until next time, from me to you, goodbye.